Well, hey everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today we are going to celebrate the winners and the players in the November Kitchen Table TCG Classic Constructed League. We are obviously already 13 days into the December one, but I am way behind on all my fulfillment on everything. But so this is what we're going for here. So if you're not aware of the league is a once a month league. You get paired with an opponent every week. You have all week to play your game. And then you play, and then we have a top 8, top 16 with a Kitchen Table TCG champion. In this most recent event, it was Maxim and Nick. And Nick, it was a rematch from October, and Nick pulled off the win. So congratulations to Nick. And we will, you can go watch that if you go back, 3 weeks of videos. But we're going to open up some WTR today. And WTR is now out of print. So it's crazy. And I don't know what to tell you, but WTR is out of print. And there's a lot of negativity about it. There's a lot of positivity about it. There's a lot of negativity about it. I'm going to talk about it as we chat today. And we're just going to hop in and get going. So I also had some loose packs from last time when we did this. And so we're just going to hop in. They get, it's just a little fun way to give some prize support to the players who played. Everyone gets a sticker too. This is Adrian's, but you can see a sticker for the month, and they can put it on their binders and stuff like that. So anyway, WTR, where are we at right now? The prices are not spiking in the way that I thought that they would. You are seeing some things like E-Strike picking up quite a bit, which is kind of low-hanging fruit, like the rainbow foil. But I honestly thought that it would be a worse reaction to this print run announcement. I think people think that maybe we'll see some sort of reprint of cards in this upcoming set, and I think we will see some reprints in Everfest. Ooh, Steel Blade Supremacy for John. There you go, our first Majestic. I think we will see some reprints. Obviously, we know that we will see Arcanite Skullcap, but I just don't understand the point of a company saying, hey, this is out of print just so that they can put more things in print. It's just not the way that I think this is going to go, everyone. I don't think that they took everything out of print so that they could reprint the cards. My guess is we get limited number of reprints. Trent, there was nothing there for you, buddy. My guess is that we get limited number of reprints in WTR. In Everfest, and maybe we see some cards reprinted in like the next set. Daniel, let's see if we can pull something good. The nice thing about the cards that need reprinted is that they are generic, so they can technically go in literally any set. Ooh, Magenchi Release and an Iron Rot Legs. They can technically go in any set. You could throw Command and Conquer, you could throw E-Strike into literally any set, and that's an advantage to what they are, right? Like, that's an advantage to, do we not have music going? What's going on? I must have hit pause. That's an advantage to what they are. They're generic cards that can be reprinted anywhere. Ryan, the super can pull you an E-Strike here as we're talking about the genericness of the cards. So I think that we may see reprints in the future. Definitely we'll see reprints in the future. I do not think that we see them in Everfest. Now there is some conversation about, maybe the reprints, Sander, here we go. Maybe the reprints will happen in the what's it called? The Carnival slot? And Sink Below. There you go, Sander. There's a $2 Sink Below. Okay, let's talk about that. My biggest frustration with WTR out of print is cards like Sink Below. We need LGS promos to be Sink Below. They need to give every LGS 20 Sink Belows, because the card is like $3. It's like $2 or $3. I just sold some the other day for $2, so it must be over $2 now. Sean, and that's a card that's in almost every deck. So that adds, in a classic constructed deck, that adds $6 off the top to something that should just be in the free bulk bin of an LGS, in my opinion. There should be, like, a card like that should not be anything that hamstrings somebody from playing. And like, I know, like $3 card isn't that expensive, but it's a common. Like, come on, should be more available. All right, Paul. So like, I think the issue is like they insert those cards the way that a pack's set up, right? Is for what's it called? Is for draft. You have your generics, but that limits the number of cards that end up getting opened up, in my opinion. I don't know, you can do the math on it and tell me I'm wrong, but I just think that it needs to, they need to do some supplemental printing of those key cards. Maybe Everfest is a great spot for that kind of thing too, where they want to put cards in but not affect the sealed. William Lee with the with the Mask of Momentum. Let's go, William. Woo! There we go. Off to a spicy start. We will we'll put I gotta keep everything in order, but we'll put a top loader on that one. It's 1 a.m. here, guys. If I get a little loopy, it's 1:15. If I get a little loopy, give me a break. William Lee, congratulations on your Mask of Momentum pull. That's a card that, like, I thought those legendaries would spike. I honestly thought those legendaries would spike, but they just didn't. I don't know what's going on in the market. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm done calling it. Like, I'm done being like, hey, this is what's going to happen, because it is not going that way. It just is not. It's just not. I don't know what to say. I don't know if it's just if it's the timing. Maybe like the timing of it was post the big huge tournament scene, so a bunch of people are selling their cards, or maybe there's just not as many players as I don't know. Joseph G, let's figure it out. Let's see if we can pull back-to-back legendaries. We could potentially do that here. That'd be pretty sweet. I spent all day shipping Blood Rush Bellow. There we go. That's such a great artwork. That is one of the coolest artworks in the whole game. I spent the whole day, not the whole day, spent a big portion of the day shipping out the Christmas bundles for my Flesh and Blood Christmas bundle, which had, here you go, Jared, a Santa beating up Ira, like in a fight, playmat with 2 boxes, either a Tales of Aria First Edition or a one of 3 unlimited sets. I couldn't get any Arcane ever. I've been storing for this bundle. I've been storing product for 4 months, knowing that I wanted to do a Christmas bundle, and I have gotten no Arcane Rising. Cody, here we go. Gotten 0 Arcane Rising that timeline. And anyway, so I couldn't do Arcane Rising, but then I did Crew, but 5 of the 50 boxes of Crew were Crew First Edition. So as a purchaser of the bundle, you got a chance for your pricing or whatever to hit a Crucible of War First Edition booster box. It was like a booster pack with booster boxes. Pretty cool. Matthew Trano. And then it also included a 1 of 100 altered card from my sister. Actually did the alters. She's an artist in California. So it's pretty cool. I just bundled all those up. Me and my wife were bundling up tonight, and it was good. It was fun. It's good to have it done. I feel like I'm getting caught up on orders. I don't know if you guys, like, it's been a mess over the last couple weeks. Chad, here we go, buddy. It's just been a mess. There's been a lot of just things going on and things to deal with, and I'm like ready to take a Christmas break. You know what I'm saying? Scar for Scar, man. Have you seen the price of those promos? The Scar for Scar promos? I can't believe I missed those Team Covenant ones. I don't think we'll ever see that expensive of promos again. I just think like the print runs, just the amount that they printed of those things just skyrocketed. Stefan Das of the different ones. Anyway. What else about WTR? One of the things I think people are going to miss the most about WTR, this is not necessarily, Reckless Swing, you know how many times I've died to that card, is Sealed. Sealed WTR, in my opinion, is the pinnacle of Flesh and Blood. It is so much fun to play, and I love that they're doing this farewell to WTR event where they're doing the sealed, and I think there's a couple. Maxim second place. There's a couple of people who will win alpha boxes. I think they're giving away 4 alpha boxes across the world or something like that. Sync below, Maxim. And I love that. I think it's super cool. Cartilage Crush. I think it's super cool that they're doing it. I think that tells us that they know how much the community loves this set. And that's important. It's important to know that, because I think that means that eventually we come back to here somehow. Jump. Maybe it's like a remastered set. Maybe it's an they had like revised, like if they follow the Magic the Gathering model. Probably not for a while, honestly. Oh, Cranial Crush, a super rare foil. As I drop all the cards, gosh, some of the artwork's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the set defines Flesh and Blood, and maybe they're trying to redefine Flesh and Blood with like the talent system and all that. But I feel like this set really boat right. Let's go. I feel like this set really defined the game in a big way. And so to think like that a new player won't be able to glint the Quicksilver, gosh, like that is a definitive artwork for Flesh and Blood. And to think that a new player won't get the experience of like drafting it it's a bummer. I think that's a bummer. But you know what? There's other new experiences too, and maybe I'm just being an old head, but I hope that in the future, I think they will. I hope in the future, Michael Olmstead, they do something else with this set. Maybe it's maybe in 5 years it's a return to WTR, some Magic the Gathering crap. Or maybe it's just like they do a revise. And this is why I don't want a bunch of reprints in Everfest. Because if there's a bunch of reprints in Everfest, then we probably don't get a WTR revised. And honestly, based on the announcement, we're not getting a WTR revised. It says we won't print WTR again. But, I mean, come on. What does that really mean? Alberto. Let's see what we got here. Come on. Uh-oh. There we go, Alberto. You ready for this? You got the Potion of Strength. And a Scabby Skin Leathers. All right, 2 legendaries so far. 2 legendaries. That's pretty great, Alberto. That's pretty great. 2 legendaries in this box opening. I like it. I like it a lot. Derek Peters. That's what we got. Derek made actual, I don't have any in here, actual festive craft baubles for our Thursday night Discord group. Thursday night armory event. Bonehead Barrier and a Razor Reflex. They're pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. You get to hang them on your thing with, you hang them on your tree with your cold foil cracked bauble, like a physical cracked bauble that has festive ornaments. Max Thomas. Anyway, WTR, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss the whole block. I am a much bigger fan. I think I've been pretty public about this. Sync below. I'm a much bigger fan of the old block than I am the new block. Ooh, and a red foil Razor Reflex. Talk about a spicy box or a spicy pack without being a spicy pack. That's a spicy pack. I don't know. I love the first block of Fab. This next one seems it just doesn't tie it together. So, and maybe it's the lore book, maybe it's just the lore. Joseph, here we go. But for me, something's just not tying together. Maybe it's like Monarch and Tails are so different. I just don't see it as a block. That's why I'm hoping that Everfest does something. Nothing for you, Joseph. I'm hoping that Everfest does something to tie like the 2 sets together. I would love to see somehow like an interaction with the light and the shadow. Patrick Shaw. And I think you could see that. Like, I think you could see something like that happening. Maybe the people in Aria are hanging out and having a good time drinking their crazy brews, and then all of a sudden, like, the shadow shows up, and then the light heroes have to come and, fix it and save it. And I don't know. There's a lot of things. I just hope there's some sort of like feeling of these sets connecting in Everfest, and maybe there will be, maybe there won't be. Probably doesn't matter. I know most people, they did a, here you go, Colin. They did a survey in Magic the Gathering, and it was like something like 6% of people actually care about the lore of Magic the Gathering. It's like, I get it. Like, it's not an important feature, but I like it. Colin, nothing for you, buddy. Nothing for you. Absolutely nothing. Anyway, so then you've got the gameplay. So let's talk a little bit about gameplay, because right now I feel like the game's in a decent position. I mean, Briar seems really good. Alejandro Lara. Briar seems pretty good, but also I think like we started seeing some adaptations to it. I do not want to see, I don't think we'll see anything in the banned and restricted announcement that's coming up in 2 days. I don't think we see anything banned. The things that are on the table is like Plunder Run. That's not a great look in my opinion, Plunder Run being banned. John Goocher. I don't love old things being banned because new things break it. Like, that's just not, like, I'm not a fan of that idea. And I also just think like, I don't know. I don't think that it's, I think you let Everfest come out. You see what happens with the Everfest stuff. Obviously they built new stuff into Everfest. So you see how it affects the meta. And hopefully there's some solutions to Briar's interactions in that set. Matthew Voracious. It'll be interesting to see, like, did they anticipate that type of Briar deck? I assume that they did anticipate that kind of Briar deck popping in. Uh-oh, an E-Strike for Matthew Voracious. There we go, and a Wrecker Romp. Sweet, E-Strike's a great hit. Gosh, remember when we used to pull these all the time? It's a good times. Good times. We pulled foil E-Strikes for other people, but never pulled an E-Strike for me. The whole beginning of this channel. That's how KitchenTableTCG was made, was by failing at E-Strikes for me and only making them pull for you. Joseph, here we go, buddy. Let's see if we can get anything shiny. Give us something shiny. Nothing. Time Snap Potion. So I just don't feel like anything warrants being banned right now, especially when you have a new set that's about to come out. Like, I think you just kind of let it go. You just let it figure itself out for a while. Kenneth Montano. In addition, you don't have any major, like, I guess there are some major events in Europe that got postponed. And, you know, I don't know exactly when those are. Pummel. You got a red foil Pummel. That's pretty good, Kenneth. So maybe there's something to say about that. And honestly, maybe that fares better for the idea of not banning anything, because you just kind of let the meta stay the same as what it was for like all the other nationals. Unless there was a major issue, but I don't know that there was like a major issue. Bustamante. Simply put, like, there was, I don't know. They didn't have a ton of time route. Players didn't have a ton of time to correct their deck lists in anticipation of Briar. So maybe these, like the New Zealand players and the European players that got delayed, maybe they've now had enough time to adapt to that. David Monahan. And maybe that solves some of the issues with Briar. I don't know. I just hope we don't see another ban. I don't like the idea of banning cards all the time. That's one of the things I hated in Magic the Gathering. And like, you built a deck and then your whole, you know, it's just like, if that's what we're getting to, it's just annoying. Like, you have to, like, then you're like cautious about buying cards, and you know, you don't know what's, you know, you just don't know what to expect. Patrick Nelson. I'm just not a big fan of bans. Let me know what you think. Do you think that the meta is like healthy right now? Do you want to see something banned? I've been trying to watch dialogue on it. Ooh, a foil. That's like a $13 card. A foil Sink Below. It's so crazy. I love it. That card's awesome. Like, I think foils of those being expensive is great, but commons should be like 10 cents. Like, a common Sink Below needs to be like 10 cents. All right. Last maybe 10 of you. Oh man, I can't get the box open. Send help. Send help. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to like use a Sharpie. All my knives and stuff are from shipping today. All right, here we go. Dallas. We got about 10 more, everyone. Thank you to all you guys who play in the league. It's super fun to play and to engage with that and to experience it. And I think it's been a fun thing for people to connect and have some more time. You know, you're not in the middle of an event. Here you go, Dallas. you're not in the middle of an event where it's like you have to hurry up and finish you can't sit and talk with people. The idea was like to connect with each other more. There's a sink below off the bat of the pack that I could not get opened. Hurricane Technique and a staunch response. All right, Dallas, this is a decent box, decent pack. I haven't been doing as many box openings on the channel either. I don't know. I just like, what do you want me to open? Let me know. PM me. Send me a message. What do you want me to open? Like, put it in the comments. Like, I don't like what. I don't know. What do you want me to open? I've opened all the stuff. I guess I could do patron box openings. I just honestly, like, I don't have time to ship it right now. Blood Rush Bellow. Gosh, such a cool card. Like, shipping all this stuff takes forever. Like, I have to go through and put each one of these things together with it just takes forever. I'm like way behind on everything. I'm not complaining. There's no complaints right now. I'm just simply saying, like, that's why I haven't been doing a bunch of box openings and stuff. Timothy Tenorio. I just don't have, like, I'm just like way. Kids are killing me right now. Snatch, Barraging Beatdown, and a Pack Hunt. If you're watching this far in, like, I've said all the things I can say about Fab, and now I'm telling you, like, I can't ship everything right now. Just like drowning in product, drowning in things to ship, not product, but all right, Patrick. Oh man, so I don't know. I think I want to see something in Everfest that's really spicy, really, really exciting. The carnival slot seems like that's where the hope is right now. I'm a little bit hesitant because I think like the carnival slot could just be like you have the equipment slot in Flesh and Blood. Like, is it going to be something like, is it going to be something that's just like another card from the set that's like there's 10 cards that could be in that set? If that's the case, it's probably not going to be that exciting. It might be cool. It might be really fun. It might have something to do with PvE. I mean, let's go. Let's hope it has something to do with PvE. But like, that's not going to be, some people think that you're going to see all these reprinted cards. I think it's too early to have something like the list. Drew Cordell. Drew has made some amazing deck techs. If you just search Flesh and Blood TCG deck tech Drew Cordell, read all of his articles. The guy is really good at the game. He plays in the leagues, plays in the Thursday nights sometimes. He put together some really good Blitz Commoner decks. Gosh, Blitz Commoner is my favorite format right now. All right, Sean Stell. So anyway, I think this is a great way to learn how to play the game too. If you're like new and you're like, oh man, I'm looking for a place to play. Thursday Night Armors are really fun. Bonehead Barrier. But also the league's great because you have like, again, you're not like on a rush timeline. You have some time. Your opponent can help you learn how to play. Everyone's super nice and is willing to do that. Matthew D'Antonio. So if you're looking for a place to play, head over to patreon.com/KitchenTableTCG. It's $5 to be a patron, but you get $5 off your one event a month. So basically being a patron is free. Reckless Swing again. That's been a popular card today. Basically your Patreon's free if you're going to play an event a month. And then you get access to the Discord server and all the other things. But you also get access to those events that are a lot of fun. So I think we're going to try to have an event like almost every day of 2022, which is going to be fun. Might not always be Fab, but I think we're going to do 4 Fab events a week is the idea. And then have other card games too. Snatch and a Barraging Brawnhide. So anyway, yeah, Corey, you're up, buddy. I'm out of things to talk about. Last time I did this whole like, hey, submit questions. But out of things to talk. What cards do you want to spec on? Like, what cards do you think are being spec'd on right now? I think like things like Sink Below. I think that's a foil Sink Below is an easy spec right now. I think, Stroke of Foresight. Oh, never mind. That's not the super. I thought that was the, what did I think that was? Singing Steelblade. Like I said, it's now almost 1:30 a.m. I think there's some specking going on. I think legendaries under $50 for an out of print set seems ridiculous to me. Nick, this is Nick. He won the entire thing. Let's see if we can get him to win a nice pack here. Come on, Nick. I'm rooting for you, buddy. Oh, Glint the Quicksilver. There you go. $15 card. I think unlimited legendaries are too cheap for a set that just went out of print. Specifically the ones that aren't being played right now. Like, there will be, Scabskin Leathers being like one that's like a $50 legendary, right? Like, there will be something that makes Brute better. And then it's like, is Scabskin still going to be the legendary? That's the question you're asking. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But I know that $50 for a legendary seems cheap to me for a set that's out of print. But Whelming Gustwave. If this was last year at this time and these out of print announcements were happening, it would have been a bloodbath on the open market. An absolute bloodbath. Paul Bannon. There would be no cards currently. There would be nothing listed. It would be an absolute bloodbath. But maybe there's just more cards. I don't know. The print run of Unlimited seemingly was quite a bit. Other than Arcane, I mean, even WTR, I didn't get that much WTR. But other than Arcane, I mean, like, Arcane and Crew, I got like none of. WTR was able to get a decent amount. But, man, like the print run, according to like, Channel Fireball sales and all those sales, must have just been massive. So it is a little bit like, I get the risk. But for a $50 legendary from like if you're gonna play Rhino right now, you need the card. So like if you're thinking like traditional Zachary, if you're thinking like traditional TCG investment, like it seems like a no-brainer to me. But anyway, all right, we got like 4 more, everyone. Thanks for those. Ooh, Crazy Brew, drink it up, Zach. Thanks for everyone who's watching. If you're still here at the end, just say, Louie, you didn't bore me enough to leave. You didn't bore me enough to leave. Say, actually, tell me what other boxes you'd like to, like, what would be the most fun? Like, everyone's doing, like, alpha box. I can't afford that crap. I can't afford to. You think I can afford to open an alpha box? Get over yourself. Tyler, here you go. But, like, are there fun ways we can do box openings or something like that? Foil Pounding Gale. Tyler runs a single store on TCG Player, and he sells commons and rares. I cannot handle. Tyler, more power to you, buddy. Jorge just bought a Kitchen Table TCG hat, everyone. You can get those at cavdainsmarket.com. Anyway, Jorge, I'll throw this in your hat box. I just shipped that. Your hat box. Ooh, a Sync Below. Look at this. We're pulling all the red Sync Belows. And a Pack Hunt. Anyway, I think that, I don't remember what I was talking about. If you enjoyed box openings, let me know what you want to see. You want to see some box wars? You want to see some, I don't know. Like, there's got to be a way to do it for fun. Zane Johnson, maybe we'll start doing some streams with, I used to love doing the streams where you picked a class, but then like all the regular classes, nobody picked them anymore. It was like everybody already had all the cards other than they wanted the generic, the hearts. So like I stopped doing those. And then we did some Monarch, and then everybody had the Monarch cards. And then like Tails was like, oh, I think everybody already has the cards, don't they? All right, Benjamin. Our last pack here, everyone. Thank you so much for watching the video. Thanks for hanging out. I think we got moved a little quicker than normal. I think usually these are like a 50-minute video. We had 2 legendaries. Oh, and 2 E-strikes in the close. Benjamin, congratulations. That was a spicy opening, everyone. That was a spicy one. All right, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate just hanging out with you, doing videos. Remember that, like, in your life, you're the only person who can accomplish the things that you're going to do in this world. So remember that you're important, that you matter. And remember, this is just a game. It doesn't matter where it gets banned. It doesn't matter any of that. It's just a game. Remember, the important part is being kind to the person across the table from you. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Remember, be kind to the people around you, and we'll see you again next video.